welcome to week 4 of organizational behavior. This is the summer 2014 quarter. And this week you are going to have your first quiz of this course. I have the class open here and you see there's a quiz this week. It covers chapters 1 through 8, so it includes the reading for this week, 40 multiple choice questions, and you'll have an hour and 20 minutes to complete that quiz. It's not going to cut off on you if you run out of time, just so you know that. So you can keep going all the way until you finish the quiz. And so make sure you take the quiz this week. You also have discussion this week, as always. So this week's discussion, you're going to talk with your classmates about international work and whether you think you're cut out for working internationally. Um, It can be a very interesting opportunity to work internationally. You get a chance to see how the work culture of a company changes in other countries. So when you're discussing this, you want to discuss the reasons why you think you would or would not like international work. Of course, it goes without saying that you would want to have your family with you if you have a family. So a lot of people say, well, I wouldn't want to do that because I wouldn't want to leave your family. And of course, when people take international jobs, their family normally goes with them. So that's not really the issue that we're discussing about leaving family. We're talking about whether you would want to build your career in another firm, in a firm that's in another country. So assuming that your family is there and you have a house and a home and you're your social life is what you expect it to be. As far as the career, what are the challenges related to having a career that involves being in a country other than what you were born and raised in? So that's what the discussion is about this week. Then, well, you will have read your chapters 7 and 8. That's what this week's content relates to. And so, chapter 7 talks about communication and interpersonal relationships. So, there's some great information in there about the communication process and effective listening. Just a lot of good stuff in there. You're going to read an article for the first part of your assignment, and it's on page 198. It's at the end of page 7, about the Mayo Clinic and some communication that they do. And then you're going to answer the 3 questions at the end of that case. And again, as always, you want to use the concepts and terminology from that chapter that you've read in the chapter to provide your answers to the discussion questions. You can determine from your reading which of these key terms from chapter 7 apply to what is happening at the Mayo Clinic. The second part of the assignment relates to chapter 8, and that is where we start talking about international or cross-cultural relationships. And so with cross-cultural relationships, there's a whole new set of challenges related to dealing with a different culture, including a different language, different customs, different expectations and beliefs about work. And so the second part of the assignment is on page 229. It's a good-sized article about a company called Lincoln Electric that attempted to open an international location and had some challenges with that. I want to point out that the questions, the discussion questions that you're going to answer are actually on the next page. The article takes up the whole page, and then on page 230 at the very top are the questions you're going to answer related to Lincoln Electric. So you're going to take the information, concepts, and terminology from chapter 8 and discuss what has happened at Lincoln Electric and what their problems were. So those are the 2 portions of your assignment. The key to both of the assignment portions is to make sure you're using specific concepts, specific terminology from the chapter to give your answers. We're trying to relate the content from the chapter to what you read in the article. So those are the assignments this week. You're going to read chapters 7 and 8, and the PowerPoints are attached. You're going to participate in the discussion about international work. Then you're going to complete the assignment, the first part on page 198 and the second part on pages 229, 230. And then additionally, this week we have this quiz over the first 8 chapters. And you have some great information that will help you in the discussion. This article, Expat Exchange, talks about some tips and ideas for those who are interested in working internationally and some things you can do to prepare and how to find international positions. So this might help you in your discussion to think about what you may or may not like about working internationally. And there's some other great resources here in the additional learning resources area for you as well. So I look forward to talking with you in the discussion area this week, and I wish you a great week.